Welcome to the Intuitive Therapist Podcast with Janis R. Cohen, therapist, clairvoyant, empath, and medium. Listen in as she takes a no-nonsense deep dive into real human struggles and how to resolve them. Janis will share channeled information from her spirit guide team, as well as the angels and archangels, to help you master your emotional, physical, financial, and spiritual destiny. And now, Janis R. Cohen.
Hey y'all, this is Janis Cohen, the Intuitive Therapist here on the Intuitive Therapist Podcast. Welcome back to the show, y'all. Today we're talking about something that keeps so many of us stuck: chances. The ones we take, the ones we miss, and the ones we're afraid to even consider. Now, this episode is especially for you if you are experiencing in your life kind of feeling like you're ready for something new, a shift, a change, a leap, but you're terrified of making the wrong move. And I want to talk to you about why taking chances isn't just brave, but it's necessary. And I'll also share how to know when a chance is worth taking, when it isn't, and how to override that tricky little thing called the ego when it's holding you back from your best life. Now, the truth is, you'll never know what's meant for you if you don't give anything a real shot. Not a half-assed shot, but, like we'll dip a toe in and we'll see kind of try. I mean, a full, soul deep, heart wide open, hell yes, I'm in, right? Whether it's a new relationship, a creative passion you've been suppressing for years, a business idea that just won't leave you alone, or moving across the country to start fresh. You owe it to yourself to find out what's possible when you go all in. And if it works out, amazing, life-altering, aligned. If it doesn't, at least you'll know you showed up for yourself fully. And that kind of self-respect, that is the real win. That's how you build a life with no regrets. 2025 has already been a real kick in the ass for most of us. Not the typical kind where we actually get totally knocked out, but more of that we've kind of been in the ring, fighting against our opponent, and we just keep getting hit and knocked off our balance. It's been tough. It's been a time where everything we thought we knew about ourselves and our lives has been shown to be inapplicable now. This year, we've all been called to shed all of who we have believed we are, to become naked with ourselves, and to embrace our greatest self, to stop habits that are outdated, to change course completely, unexpectedly, without even knowing where the hell we're going to end up, and to take risks that are both calculated and leaps of faith, because our truth has anchored itself around our neck so beautifully, it's pulling us forward. Because let's be honest, what haunts us, it's not failure. It's the wondering. It's looking back and thinking, damn, I should have tried. What if I had tried? Who would I be now? Where would I be now? Now, how do you know when a chance is worth taking? Well, here's my rule of thumb. If the idea or opportunity, it won't leave you alone. If it keeps whispering to you in the quiet moments, tugging at your chest when you're trying to play it safe, saying, come, let's do this, let's do this, let's try. This sounds fun. It's different, but it's fun. A little scary, but it's fun. Let's do it. It's probably meant for you to at least explore. Now, chances we're taking, they often come with both fear and excitement. That combination is a clue. It's your higher self saying, yep, this might stretch you, but it's going to grow you. And that is what a life well lived is all about, taking those chances. On the other hand, right, if a chance feels like a desperate escape or something you're forcing just to prove something to somebody else, well, it might be coming from ego or fear, but it's definitely not aligned in your truth. So I want you to ask yourself these few things, and maybe you need to write these down. Maybe after each of these three questions that I'm about to share with you, that you stop And you do some journaling around this, because these are pretty powerful questions, and they're going to help you understand what's underneath any kind of resistance to you taking a new leap of faith or a chance on yourself. Is this something I truly desire? Even if it scares me, even if I've never done it before, even if I have no idea what I'm doing, what will happen and where I'll end up? Is this something I truly desire, even if I don't know any of those things? It's either yes or no. Now, the feelings and thoughts and fears that you have, that's all ego. But your soul knows what's true for you. So if you could say, is this something I know I truly desire? I may be scared as hell, but oh my God, if the fear were gone, would I go ahead and do this? And if it's a yes, then you know it's right for you. Second question. Does this align with the life I want to build? Right? Does doing this thing, taking this chance, making this leap, going in this different direction, making this pivot, does it feel like it fits, even though I've never done it before? Is this feel like it's in the direction of expansion for me? Third, am I avoiding something or moving towards expansion? Does it feel good and scary, which is the expansive state? Or does it feel guilt-ridden and sneaky, the avoidance state, the fearful state? Now, there are chances that really aren't meant to be taken, at least maybe not right now. If it feels like you'd be betraying yourself to say yes, don't take the chance. If you're saying yes out of guilt, habit, desperation, or people-pleasing, pause. Don't move. Don't do it. If the idea of it makes your body contract rather than expand, if in your stomach you're like, oh, the idea of doing that, oh, that's awful. Trust it. Don't move in that direction. Truth is, your intuition knows everything. It's your soul. It's your soul's voice. It's your soul speaking. And your soul knows every single thing about every single thing. Everything. Your soul is connected to source, and it's connected to everything because everything is one. So when a chance is rooted in self-honor, yeah, it may scare you, but your soul knows it won't drain you. It won't take the life out of you. It won't cause you to feel anything other than good and excited and light. There's a difference between fear of the unknown and your gut saying this isn't right. Two very different things. There's a curiosity of the fear of the unknown, like, oh my gosh, I wonder what will happen if. Versus, ooh, I wonder what will happen when. Ooh, this doesn't feel good. I don't like it. And then there's the lovely ego. That oh so convincing voice that says, yeah, no. Don't do things that stretch you. You know you're going to fall flat on your face. You know you can't handle what happens. You know people are going to laugh at you. You're not good enough. You're too old to start over. You don't have what it takes. You know, what if you fail and everybody sees? Come on, don't do that. Don't put yourself at risk. What if you succeed and it changes everything? You can't change everything. Here's how to quiet that voice. Recognize that your ego is designed to keep you safe, not to help you thrive. It doesn't want growth. It wants familiarity. So every time your ego speaks up, thank it for trying to protect you. Because in times of survival, that's when it matters that you listen to your ego. And then lovingly remind it that you've got this, you're good. And you're no longer living from survival mode. You're creating a life from intention and truth, from intuition, from knowingness, from your soul, the greatest version of you. Now, my suggestion to you, do one small brave thing every day. Take micro movements towards your dream, even if that means, for some, wearing a different shirt. For others, maybe it's trying a new food. And for others, maybe it's bungee jumping, jumping out of a plane. Everything lives along a spectrum. So you take micro movements towards your dream, and this trains your nervous system to feel safe with uncertainty. Because the more you do that, the more trust you build with yourself that you can take bigger chances. Because chances, they live in the land of the unknown. They'll never not live there. And the unknown always exists. And that's where all the magic happens. You look back on your life, even in the smallest sense of you having taken a chance. Maybe you used this pen instead of that pencil. Maybe you raised your hand to speak when all the other times that you quelled your voice. That's where the magic happens. So here's your invitation for today. Is there a chance you've been sitting on? A decision you've been avoiding? A whisper that's getting louder and louder, and you can't ignore it. You can't quiet it down anymore. What if you just went for it? Not recklessly, but with clear intention. Like, wait a minute, you know what? I'm just going to see how this goes. I'm just going to live in wild abandon and say, fuck it, let's do this shit. Because you're not too late and you're not behind. And you have everything you need within you to take that next step, even if it feels scary. To get a job after never working because your spouse supported you, to go back to college to finish that degree, or to do an extended degree or a different degree, to write that book, to start a podcast, to take that trip, to help someone, to wear different clothes, to try a new exercise class. You have everything you need within you to take that next step. The greatest reward is going to come from you taking the leap. Feeling your stomach up in your throat, right? And then spreading your arms wide open to fly in the sky. Take the damn chance. And whatever happens, you're going to walk away with your head high, knowing that you honored your truth versus giving into your fear. This message has been curated for the many people who are listening who are at this precipice, right? You're going through this ego death, or you're coming close to the end of it, and here you are. You're like, okay, I'm at this pivot point. I'm at this precipice. I'm at this choice point. I want my life to be better, bigger, more expansive, and yet I've not really ever lived that way. I've always been too afraid. I've always been scared of judgment. I've never really given myself full permission to be me, to act out loud, to take up space, to do the damn things. Do it. Prove yourself, your ego wrong. The time is now to change your life course, to stop pretending that living your life, it's like it's Groundhog Day is good enough. Fuck that. No way. Your soul knows that's not true. That's not the way to live, to do the same thing over and over again and believe that that is okay. You're not here to do the same thing every day. You're here to grow, to step outside of your comfort zone, to widen your comfort zone, to include things that are new. They're not hard, they're just new. You haven't done them before. So take the chance. The worst that can happen is that you learn something, because you can never fail. In this life, you can never, ever fail. Even if that's how you describe something, you'll never fail. It will either be a learning experience, right? Or education, right, about what to do or not to do. And remember to say this when you take your chances. If it works out, great. If it doesn't, that's even better. You're not attached to outcome. You're just in the present, and you're doing you, and you don't care about what people think or what happens, because you know you can handle it, even if you don't know what the outcome might be. Now, if this episode spoke to you, I'm so glad. I hope it helped you kind of step over the proverbial line in the sand that you've drawn about what you can and can't do in your life. Share it with somebody who needs the nudge, who's been in isolation too long, who has not taken chances in their life. And remember, your next version of yourself is waiting on the other side of courage. The courage that you already have is there. Just take the chance. Until next time, keep showing up for the life that's calling you. Listen to those nudges. Be pulled. Allow yourself to go forward. Allow yourself to let go of the fear and the habits that keep you small. I love you and I believe in you, and I want you to always live intuitively. And I wish you a blessed day, a wonderful week, and take that leap.
Thanks for listening to The Intuitive Therapist. If you like what you heard, the best compliment you can give us is to share this podcast with a friend, and be sure to give us some stars and a favorable review at Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen in.